We're well into our 12th annual CTV's Toy Mountain campaign in support of Fear is Not Love, helping families fleeing domestic violence. And this morning I'm at Sentinel Storage. I'm joined by Shelby Frank, a store manager with Sentinel Storage, a longtime sponsor of our campaign. And thanks to Sentinel Storage, we have a huge, generous donation of $5,000. Thank you so much. Now, Shelby, you have worked for Sentinel for many years, and so you've seen sort of the Toy Mountain campaign. Why was it important for Sentinel Storage to support this?
It's very important for Sentinel Storage to support the community in the city of Calgary. We're helping families in need, and we're supporting a great cause with Fear is Not Love.
That's right. And these cash donations are so important too, because that gives the charity the flexibility to buy whatever the essential items that they may need. And also, as a sponsor, you are a drop-off location at all of your locations.
Yes, that's right. And we have 13 locations all throughout Calgary and the surrounding areas as well, too. So come on by, help build this Toy Mountain with us. We would really support that, and we'd really appreciate that as well, along with all the families and the children.
Mm-hmm. Now, as a store manager, you have boots on the ground, so you do really get to see firsthand the families that come in for these toy and essential item drop-offs. What are you seeing?
I'm seeing a lot of joy in people's faces when they do drop off toys. People are so willing to help out this holiday season, and that's really all what Christmas is all about.
It really is. Thank you so much, Shelby, and thank you for your continued support.
Thank you so much.
Now, of course, you can always drop off your donations of new unwrapped toys and essential items to any one of our nearly 30 drop-off locations. That includes sponsor Sentinel Storage, as well as presenting sponsor Trail Appliances, Action Furnace, Lux Windows and Doors, AMJ, as well as Country Hills and South Point Toyota. For more information for that full list, or to make a cash donation online, you can visit our website, ctvcalgary.ca. We're in the 12th year of CTV's Toy Mountain campaign in support of Fear is Not Love, and we're collecting toys as well as essential items to help families escaping domestic violence. And I'm joined by Jillian, who's the Chief Impact Officer of Fear is Not Love. Good morning, Jillian.
Good morning.
Now, Fear is Not Love rebranded from the Calgary Women's Emergency Shelter several years ago to reflect the fact that your organization deals with so much more than just a shelter. But the Calgary Women's Emergency Shelter still stands strong, and it's still one of the most accessed shelters.
Absolutely, yeah. We still have the same shelter program. We are still there for anybody who is experiencing domestic violence and needs help in order to find safety.
That's right. And one thing about the shelter is that a lot of people who are leaving their homes to seek shelter, they leave with nothing. And so when we ask for donations, it's not just toys, it's also some things that we might not think about, toiletries, for example.
Exactly, yeah. They often flee with nothing, like you say, and it's really important that we are able to provide basic essentials, all the personal hygiene items, clothing, and of course, it's really great if we can provide some toys for the children.
That's right. Things like body wash, body lotion, as well as shampoo, conditioner, and hairbrushes. Now, the Calgary Women's Emergency Shelter is really amazing because you're also pet friendly. You are trying to keep families with their loved pets.
We are. We know how precious pets are, and often women will not actually leave if they can't leave with their pets. And so we have a really amazing partnership with the Humane Society, and we are pet friendly.
And while the shelter itself is consistently full, Fear is Not Love really tries to not turn anybody away.
We do. So we have our domestic violence helpline, and anybody who's feeling unsafe from domestic violence can call 403-234-SAFE or 403-234-7233, and we will do our very best to make sure that someone who's at imminent risk will be accommodated somewhere in our system.
That's fantastic work. Thank you so much, Jillian.
Thank you.
Of course, we're encouraging those donations of toys and essential items. You can drop off those donations at any one of our nearly 30 drop-off locations. That includes presenting sponsor Trail Appliances, Action Furnace, Lux Windows and Doors, Sentinel Storage, as well as AMJ and Country Hills and South Point Toyota. For a full list of those drop-off locations or to make a cash donation online, you can always visit ctvcalgary.ca. This morning, I'm at Sentinel Storage, one of the sponsors of CTV's Toy Mountain campaign. We're in the 12th year in support of Fear is Not Love, helping families escaping domestic violence. And I'm joined by Allison, who is the Chief Development Officer with Fear is Not Love. And Allison, we're every year, Toy Mountain, we're encouraging donations of new unwrapped toys as well as essential items. But this morning, and like every year, really, we receive so many generous check presentations and cash donations. And this really goes a long way in the work that you do.
Good morning. Absolutely, it does. We're an organization with a phenomenal impact, and half of that impact is able to be delivered because of the generous donations, contributions from this extraordinary community.
And the financial support really is used in various ways, whether it's for programming or even giving that flexibility of buying essential items for clients who are staying in the shelter.
Absolutely. It's one of the greatest gifts that donors can give to us is that trust and the belief that we know the work best and are on the front lines with integrity, with commitment, delivering the impact that the donors really want to seek to create the change that we want in this community.
And you don't have to donate a large amount. Donate what you can. Some of the suggested targeted values really is as little as $25 can help buy essential items for babies and toddlers. $50 can also go a long way. $250 can also buy clothing for a family who is staying at the shelter. So any sort of support really is helpful and impactful.
We encourage people to find what's most meaningful and impactful, full of purpose for them, and we welcome it all and are grateful for all of it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Allison.
Thank you.
Of course, you can always make a cash donation online on our website, or if you have donations of new unwrapped toys, essential items, you can drop those off at any of our nearly 30 drop-off locations. That includes here at Sentinel Storage, any of their 13 locations across Calgary, also at presenting sponsor Trail Appliances, Action Furnace, Lux Windows and Doors, AMJ, as well as South Point and Country Hills Toyota. For a full list or to make that cash donation online, you can visit ctvcalgary.ca. And this morning, I am at Sentinel Storage, one of our sponsors for CTV's Toy Mountain campaign in support of Fear is Not Love. And I'm currently with Allison, who's the Chief Development Officer with Fear is Not Love. Good morning, Allison.
Good morning, Adriana.
And earlier this morning, Sentinel Storage donated a generous $5,000. But next Tuesday is Giving Tuesday. And so we're encouraging everybody to consider Fear is Not Love when making your donations. Let's talk about how next Tuesday donations are actually going to go that extra mile.
They absolutely will. We're so excited. 4 more sleeps till Giving Tuesday. We've had an outstanding contribution of a total of $50,000 from several donors who really, really are motivated to step forward with their meaning, with their money, and encourage Calgarians to match their $50,000 for a total of $100,000.
Wow, that's incredible. So that is our goal for Giving Tuesday. Where and how will this be money used? That's actually going to go a long way in the programs all year long.
It absolutely will. The impact that we can generate from a donation of that size really does help to advance the work through the different programs that we have across the agency, not just during the holiday season, although that is a very intense, needy time, but throughout the year.
Yeah, a lot of the donations collected during the holidays actually are used throughout the year. So when making your cash donations on Tuesday, you might want to consider some of these amounts. As little as $25 can really buy essential items for babies and toddlers. $100 can help teens, and $5,000 can really support a shelter stay for an entire family. Thank you so much, Allison.
Thank you.
Now, of course, in addition to your donations, you can do so online on our website. You can also drop off your donations of new unwrapped toys and essential items at any one of our nearly 30 drop-off locations, including Sentinel Storage, presenting sponsor Trail Appliances, Action Furnace, AMJ, Lux Windows and Doors, as well as Country Hills and South Point Toyota. For a full list of those locations or to make that cash donation online, you can visit ctvcalgary.ca.